Hello everyone, Blushell here. Today we are going to be showcasing how to do Mario Kart World %sdrawkcab, which is every single Mario Kart track done backwards in free roam. Now, I start my route on Airship Fortress. And so the goal here is to try to get a right drift and a left drift out as quick as possible, and then hold this drift. And it's okay if you get bumped as long as it's a little bit. Just don't go like out wide at all, otherwise your run may be over, and you might have to restart. But of course I'm kidding. It's not that deep on the first run. You want to aim for the top of that panel. I'm lucky I got it. I even got a little trick boost on that. What you're want to do here, I didn't get it right there, but you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to... Oh, shoot. Something like that. And there you go. That's how that's done. You gotta cut those corners tight using the rail. And that's that track. Okay, this track's a little more technical. You're gonna want speed items. That's beneficial, at least. So you can get through that off-road pretty quickly, but also so you can get through that pretty quickly. You wanna do that double rail grind because that'll also help you. You want to build up a UMT, Ultra Mini Turbo, which is the Rainbow Mini Turbo, fastest Mini Turbo there is. And that's the course. Now, Desert Hills is pretty straightforward. What you want to do is you want to get tight drifts along this section. Unless there's a better method, which I do not know. This is it so far. Get a Super Mini Turbo, the orange one. Then charge jump, mushroom, hope it's a good item. There we go. Get a drift going. Use the mushroom there. And then it's pretty straightforward. It's really easy once you get practice in. This course is a lot more technical than the last one, but I'm going to walk you through it. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take a tight drift here. The CPUs may bump you, but that's okay. That's a new strat that I discovered right there, was using the rail. I think it's faster. I don't know. But yeah, that's a new strat I discovered. All you're going to want to do is, well, it's pretty simple. What you're going to want to do is just get on the rail there. Now right here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to try to drift wide so you can drift down, rather than staying on the rail where the train is, because you don't want to get hit by the train, otherwise that's a time loss. And it's a lot quicker than just going around on the rail. Now here, oh, I did it wrong. Shoot. So notice what side of the rail I'm on. I'm on the right side. What you're normally gonna want to do, I didn't do it, but what you're normally gonna want to do is you're going to want to... One second. Okay, that's bad. Maybe. Nope, not bad. Okay, you want to get up on that section because it's a lot quicker. There we go. Okay, lot to explain. I don't have enough time, I'm sorry. But, yeah, this run is, again, pretty straightforward. The only couple things you'll need to know are this beginning part, avoid the item box, so you can get that trick. Side tricks in this game are weird, so sometimes they will... You'll also gonna want to be getting 2 drifts right there, because that will be beneficial. Build up a charge jump, do that, jump right there. If you have speed items, you can just cut that corner. Shoot, that did not work as I expected, but it's a pretty straightforward track. With practice, you will get it. This course, again, almost kind of straightforward, but there's a couple things you'll need to know. So there's a car right there. Sometimes it'll spawn in this lane, and it will bump you, or no, the CPUs will try to bump you a lot on that lane. These are good items, so you're gonna want to use this when you get to this section. Because then you can just mushroom through that. You're gonna want to do that so you can get the rail here. Okay, so that was pretty simple. This one is the first instance of needing a feather, which we will do that a couple times in this run. That's a bad item. You don't want that. Never want the golden. You never want the golden. That is a lesson you need to learn. You never want a golden. You also don't want that item. You need a feather for this first cut. Unless you do the long strats, which I would not recommend. That is so hard to do. It's very inconsistent to do, and it's not worth doing in an actual run. Sadly, there's no way to avoid the item RNG in this run, as of late. Come on, feather, feather, feather. No. Okay. Feather. Feather. No. Yeah, this is... The item RNG is the run killer. So, if your run is going poorly, it might be due to RNG. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. I got a... stupid golden mushroom. Golden mushrooms are, again... Okay, that's great. I'm an idiot. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So I got the feather. You're gonna want to drift so that you can get that tight corner. Please be a feather, please. Oh! Okay, great RNG. Great RNG on that set. So, the reason you're gonna want a feather here is because of these moving rails. So what you're gonna want to do is aim a little bit in front of the rail and just jump. That jump has taken me so long in runs to make, and I'm so glad that I got it first try. Let's go. So Choco Mountain. This track used to be done with a feather. I found a different method. I call it the Big Fudge. So how the Big Fudge works is if you charge jump, oh, I didn't do it. Darn. But if you do that on the rail, on the wall, you can get enough height to clear it entirely. No, that was terrible. Okay. Oh, that was close. Dang. Still missing it. Trust me, it works. It's worth it. It's worth it in a run to get this. No. Oh, Choco Mountain, why? There it is. So that's Big Fudge. That trick took me a while to learn, but I've got a method to get it with some accuracy. That cut, however, took me a while to prove that you can legally do it in a run, according to the rules. But I did it. Okay, feather's not great, but it's not bad. Especially since I can do that. Okay, that was slow. Slow drift. But if I can get a good item here, that's good. Get Bowser's Castle now. Okay. So the reason that cut was legal was because okay, I forgot. I'm just gonna talk about this course. All you need, oh man, I got the best item for that cut. Shoot. Okay. I'm gonna have to just get the Lakitu respawn. Man, that stinks. I literally got the best item for that cut because it saves so much time. Okay, there it is. So don't hit A for that, otherwise you're going to get a speed boost you don't want. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get this item box. Hope it's a feather. Or a mushroom or something. There we go, that's perfect. No. Okay. Apparently all you need is a feather. Perfect. Or a mushroom. So, what you're gonna want to do right here, in order to prove that you drove the full thing backwards, you're gonna want to touch that, but barely, while going backwards. Then, these are good items to have, because you can take this cut, and then you're gonna want to look down, because you want to aim. No! How is that out of bounds? I've never seen that before in a run. Okay, okay. That's not bad. That's good. Okay. Now what you're gonna want to do is get the wall into the rail. Oh, you didn't get the rail, but I mean, it's not a bad run by any standards. You still got the other rail. Okay. Dry bones burnout. I feel like I'm doing a bad job describing these, but I don't know. I'll try my best to describe what I'm doing. So right here, avoid that panel, otherwise it will take a while to get back up to speed. Okay, that's perfect. Perfect item pull. You want the star there, or another speed item or something. Okay. What you're gonna want to do here is a little bit weird. You're gonna want to drift late. If you notice, I didn't do the last trick only because if you do that, you're going to get thrown off and into the lava. Okay, Mario Circuit. Observer focus just had me fixated on Baby Daisy there. trying to go to her free roam location, which is not a good thing in a run. That's another thing you need to be wary of. Also, avoid these CPUs like the plague. Like, okay. This is good time. This is actually good, like really good time. Okay, Boost Cinema, what you're gonna want to do is take this rail into that rail. It'll launch you, but that's okay. I mean, sometimes you want to take the rail, sometimes you don't, but like it depends. Okay, come on. This is another course where you need the feather. So, yet again, I am sitting here spamming items. If you have the mushroom and a feather, it makes it a little bit of a time loss. So what you want to do, probably, is lose the mushrooms before you get the feather. Like this. Yeah, that's why it's a time loss. You don't want airtime on that. But, yeah. Okay, so getting a good pipe entry is always a good thing, especially getting that trick, because even though it's on the wrong side of the conveyor, it still will help you getting that trick out. You also need to get this rail. I should have rode that in its entirety, but whatever. And then, oh, down. There it is. Sometimes I forget the route. What you're gonna want to do here is you're gonna want, oh, he stole my item. That was rude. You're not gonna want to trick, so you can get that boost. You're gonna want to trick late instead of early. And now, use the mushrooms to carry you. And there you go. It's good to have a mushroom there. Again, avoid the P-switch. Those P-switches are everywhere. They're really hard to avoid, but they're doable. Okay, now to the cow track. So Moo Moo Meadows has some strategy with it, but not really. Again, it's a pretty straightforward track. Just don't forget to turn left there and you'll be fine. Like, that's how straightforward it is. Oh, I forgot to get the trick boost. Okay. So getting that also will help in a run. Getting that shortcut. I'm probably not gonna get the rail. Yeah. And Peach Stadium. So remember to hold A here. Do not turn around. I always forget this, but it starts you off facing backwards, so you don't need to do anything prior to going backwards. Okay, just hit the cow off course, that's fine. Jump on the rail. You're gonna want at least a mushroom. There we go. Now let's see if I can take it. This cut is difficult, so I'll give it my best shots. Again, it's difficult, so I'm definitely not gonna get it first try. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I'm getting enough height. There's a way to do it shroomless that Andy Best developed, but I have no clue how he's done that. I think he's a maniac. Ugh. Sometimes it also won't trick when you want it to. Because you want... Oh, no. Because you want these... No. There we go. So, this trick, this next trick, Andy Best, the current world record holder as of this video, he does a feather when you don't really need one. If you do a pretty precise trick, wall ride onto the, like, you gotta get pretty high wall ride in order to, get that. Oh, that's bad. That's good, that's good, that's good. There we go. Okay, I did not lose time there, surprisingly. I will lose time here, though, because what is beneficial to the run is taking the cut right there, using a mushroom, if you have one. But I did not, so... That's that. Okay, what you're gonna want to do right at the start, obviously avoid getting hit. That is a bad thing. But you're gonna want to jump over the waterfall using the wall. It is quicker and will save time. And I don't think that was quick, what I just did there. But it was something. This next part, definitely saves time. Oh, not that. That's not what I meant to do. Basically, what I meant to do was something quite different. Okay, it's good to have speed items right here. That way you can just take these two cuts. No repercussions. There we go. Okay, DK Pass. What you're going to want to do is, so there's a cut that you can do going forwards that you can also do going backwards. And you can see this cut during certain intermission tracks that have you drive the course backwards. And not only is that cut possible, and I'll showcase what cuts are possible that are also possible backwards. So this cut is possible where you cut that corner using a wall ride, but the one I was referring to was that saves a buttload of time. Like, it's insane, and it's so cool to pull off. Sky High Sunday now. I think I'm on PB pace. I don't know. But if I get like a feather here, good RNG. Again, this is another track that requires a feather to get through. At least 2 feathers total. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Good RNG here. Wario Shipyard, I never get good RNG. Landing on the rails, good. Oh, bad, 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 bad. There we go. So if I can get a feather here, then I'm good. Feather, 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 feather. No. So you probably know exactly. I hit Y, sorry. So you probably know exactly what I'm trying to pull off right here. But if you don't, that works too. Using a feather. I didn't realize I had a feather, but I mean, that helps. Now for the hard track. So again, you can go forward for an item. This is the only track I do that for, in a run, because I cut Choco Mountains going forward for an item rule out. Okay, that was amazing RNG. Okay, that was amazing. Go around the pillar this way, so it's not counted out of bounds. Ow. Okay, I got at least a mushroom, which is great. There we go. Oh, I did that too early. There it is. Now, you're gonna want to take that because it is quicker to take the shortcut than just going around. So you're going to want to take the sand, always. That was a big time loss. That was bad. I hit the ceiling of the thing. So there's another method you could do right here rather than going around the corner, but it's pretty slow. So I'm not going to do it. I think I'm on pace to get a PB. Definitely not world record pace. No, I've already passed the world record by a mile. At least the current world record. A 28-minute, which is insane. Still don't know how he got that good of an RNG run. No, let me, there it is. Okay. Oof. Okay. If you stay in the water, it's a lot quicker. Okay. Man, not a lot of commentary for that run. I'm just like focusing on the run now, which is not great. So for this run, all you need to do is the lap 1 of the track, so that's good. The only problem is you need speed items for this water section, or at least one to get through that. Then right here, you can just do that and release a super mini turbo. That didn't help at all. Yeah. That was bad. I didn't know if I crossed the road or not, but I did. No. You can usually just turn around and do that, but I'm not good at this run, so I'm not that skilled yet. you're gonna want to get off of that cloud, get a bounce, then use this rail that's kind of hidden. Jump just before you get off that rail to get less airtime. Right here, it's a little confusing, but what you're gonna want to do is a right trick. And then hopefully you can do that and it will save time. Currently I need to beat a 34 second, or not second, 34 minute PB, and that's what I'm on pace to do. So sorry if I'm not talking much. I'm just focusing on the run. Oh, that was bad. I didn't get the drift out. So you're supposed to get a drift out right there. Oh, bad. Off-road slows you down by a lot. Three more tracks. I might get my PB. Might get my PB tonight. Oh, bad turnaround. You're supposed to turn left instead of right, because you're right next. You're a lot closer to the turnaround than you might think. So it'd be smart to turn left rather than right. This is all the item I need, except I do need a feather later on. But in order to do this first cut, which you'll notice there's a gap. However, the reason that works, is because there is a bit of sidewalk that, wait, oh, that was perfect. There's a bit of sidewalk that if you get a good jump off of, like a charge jump, you can get a lot of air. And so that sidewalk really helps you. Okay, Koopa Troopa Beach. I have 2 minutes left. Actually, 1 minute. So again, avoid the P-switch. I'm almost beating my PB right now. This is insane. Oh, bad item. Okay, the strat for this is actually insane. So when you get out of the map, actually I'll explain it once I do it. So I quit free roam, and if you hit plus, you can get back into free roam. The reason is because I'm a lot closer than I would have been had I driven. And it's a lot quicker, and I don't think Andy Best does that in his run, but I don't know, like, I'm not good at, oh, that's perfect. I need a feather for this run. Yet another course you need the feather for, but I mean, what can you do? It's Mario Kart. That's perfect. Perfect landing. That was great. I don't think I beat my PB. I'm like quite a bit off, but still doesn't hurt to know that I almost did. And so that's time. Cool. In under 35 minutes. And so that's kind of how it's done. If you liked it, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.